Alright, so here I am. It's pretty late at night right now, but I'm going to see if I can get something down here that sounds cool. I listened to to those pieces that like metal and rock that sounded really good. Want to make something in similar style. So I'm just gonna look for a guitar right now. I'm just gonna go from here. I'm just gonna start out with some kind of melody. Okay. No, no. Just pick electric guitar. I'm honestly not. There are a lot of options here. I'm honestly not sure which one I should go with. I guess I'm just gonna pick one of these for now, and if I want something different later, I guess I'll just change it. Yeah, as long as these aren't one of those preset banks. Okay, it's Contact. I, I honestly have no idea how many of these plugins I've actually used so far. What key do I want to make this in? Let's see here. Okay, just making sure the thing's recording correctly. Um, oops. Okay, don't want to go that high. I'm doing everything right now. Maybe I'll just stick with E minor for now. Just gonna put something down here. Honestly don't know what I want to go for here in terms of melody. I'm just gonna start with that first. I'm not gonna waste any time here. I'm not sure what I'm doing. What if I do this instead? What if I just repeat this? Don't know what that will sound like. I mean, that's kind of got a decent vibe to it, I guess. I mean, I'll see where I can take it. Okay, let's just do this. I also haven't gotten the hang of a lot of the keyboard shortcuts. Uh, So just I might be doing it the long way right now. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll want to bring in another guitar. I mean, how many guitars do I want? I mean, I haven't really made anything in a sort of rock style before. I'm kind of just winging it right now. Um, I yeah, I guess I'll just keep going anyway, though. Wait, what is this? What does this sound like? What am I putting down right now? Um, let's see. Wait, why don't I just? Okay, forgot that keyboard shortcut existed. To be honest with you. Now let's see. At this point, I have no idea what I'm doing. To be honest with you. Okay, let me listen to this from the beginning. Oh wait, that last part sounded pretty good. Hold on. Let me hear that again. Let me hear that again. I might be cooking with this. I- So I think this part is pretty good, but it doesn't really like lead from the beginning that well. So I'm actually going to try extending the beginning a little bit, or I might even add another part and then put that beginning as like as kind of like a counter melody, I guess. But I'm just gonna no, that dude. I'm gonna have to undo this. Yeah, undo what I just did. Uh, hold on. Yeah, don't want to hold shift while I'm doing that. And I feel like this could be done a little better. Let me hear this again. Let me try this. See if this is Ooh, or wait, that sounds kind of good actually. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, I'm starting to think maybe when these two measures come in, I could have the drums coming in. I want to try that right now, actually. I'm just gonna open up another instance of contact. Let me see. Drums, 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 drums. Drums, where are the drums? Drums. There we go. Okay, let's see. Honestly, haven't done a whole lot with the drums here. I mean, there was another piece I was working on where I actually brought in a little variation of the amen break, but that was a while ago. Let me see. Let's see. Percussion. Oh yeah, real helpful. Let me see. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all of these. I'm gonna try to find. Okay, clearly those are not what I'm looking for. Not sure about that one either. Uh, I guess I'm just gonna pick one for now. As I said earlier, if I don't really like the sound, then I can always just pick another one, I guess. I'm thinking too hard into choice of plugin here. Oh, that's pretty interesting. The drum plugins I used before didn't have like a dedicated button for like a drum roll like that. Okay, then these are preset patterns. Okay, so this I want to be going. Okay. Oh, if I can remember where that is in the piano roll, this F sharp right here. No, not that one. Right, this one, this one. Now, if I listen to this. Yeah, hold on. I think that'll sound pretty cool. Okay, snare. Okay, here's the kick. Kick right there. Am I even putting those in the right spots? Let's see. Ooh. Okay, those are the right spots. Wait, I just realized I didn't think about time signature either. I guess, I guess 4/4 is fine. Didn't really think about that going in. Yeah, I think 4/4 is fine. Well, especially because I'm pretty sure a lot of rock songs are in 4/4 anyway. Alright, let's see here. It seems to have put those in the right place. So now I'm just going to keep going with these. What if I do this? Well, let's see here. Oh, yeah, I should probably save, shouldn't I? Uh, what should I call this anyway? Let me see. Uh, hmm, see a name, a cool name, a name. I don't even know if that's how you spell amphibian. But I'm gonna save it like that anyway, even if that is a misspelling. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going. Let's see here. Let's see here. Just trying to familiarize myself again with all the different sounds in this drum kit. Mm, I feel like uh, I'm envisioning different things that I can do with the drums here. I feel like I can do something different. How do I do this? And in case you guys needed a reminder, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Just if I haven't made that clear enough already, I have absolutely no idea where this is going. I need a sip of water real fast. Oh, that's better. Alright. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. I should also probably. Let's see here. I, I think there's a very subtle difference, but I honestly can't hear the difference between these two. Well, I know there is a difference, but I just don't really know what it is. They just sound different. I don't do a whole lot with drums. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep going. Just gonna ignore that. I'll try to throw in both either way. Let me see. I'm not sure about that. Let me hear that again. I mean, maybe I don't need to be any more complex than this. Maybe this is good. I mean, I I still feel like I could do more, but I don't know specifically what I should do, so I'm just gonna ignore that for now. I'm just gonna wait, what part was I on? Yeah, I'm gonna see if it sounds good if I just like copy and paste the same pattern over. Yeah, let's listen to this. Actually, let's listen from the very beginning. Okay, maybe I should listen one more time. I do kind of. What did I? Okay, I do kind of feel like some of those specific sounds could be louder, but I'm just focusing on like composing first. I'll save like mixing that stuff for later. In fact, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, there's a way to have all of these different. I mean, if I remember correctly, there's a way to have all of these different drum. But yeah, there is a way to do that. If I remember how to. I've done it before, but like I don't remember like saving anything, so I'm gonna have to figure that out again later. But that's fine. Actually, hold on. Maybe if I hmm, I should have saved a preset. 'Cause I've completely forgotten how to link the different drum parts to different mixer tracks. Bus. Not sure what I forgot what buses. Ooh, yeah. This right here. This is where it happens. Yeah, okay, hold on. I might be able to do it right now. I might be able to do it right now. Mm, Actually, no. I'll save that for later. I'll save that for later. That doesn't really matter right now. Save it for mixing. All right. Um, let me see. As of right now, it sounds a little plain. I might want to bring in a bass drum or no, not bass drum. Like a bass guitar or just a bass in general. Synth bass would work even. Just some kind of bass. Um, I might even bring in a piano of some sort. The piano might actually sound good here. Actually, now that I think about it, it might sound plain because I don't actually have any chords in here yet. Yeah, I might actually want to bring in some piano chords. Hold on. I mean, I can't remember if pianos are actually used in rock, but no, whatever. Um, I'll I'll put in a piano anyway. Let's see. I think I'm overthinking it. Let me just pick something random. I think I've actually used this one up top before in a different piece that I was working on. Okay, let's see here. Maybe I should start the chords right here, where the hi-hats also come in. Not sure what the rhythm should be. Maybe overthinking again. Oh, can barely hear that. Yeah, I can barely hear that. Or I can just, hold on. There we go. Keyboard shortcut. Maybe I need to turn that. Maybe I just need to turn this one down a little bit. Man, I don't like doing anything mixing related at this phase, but I feel like it's just too loud. What does this sound like? Maybe if I put it in inversion. Ooh, that sounds pretty good actually. Hold on. That doesn't sound bad. I mean, I honestly sound like I honestly feel like I've heard this progression somewhere before. But do I remember where I heard it from? No. Oh, okay, let's see. Play that again. Okay. Now, where to take the chords? don't ask me why I'm using seventh chords here. I just feel like it. And this leading into this, it kind of sounds good. I feel like I could later on take this somewhere. Now I really have no idea what I'm doing. uh, eh, maybe maybe I do actually secretly know what I'm doing, and I'm just one of those people who says they can't draw, but then they draw something really, really good. Okay, hang on. Does this lead into that? Hmm. Wait. Well, I think this part of these chords actually, like the rhythms here, actually work really well together. They kind of give a contrast to. I guess I'm cooking with this. All right. I'm gonna keep going. See if I can just take these chords higher and higher. Okay, I don't want it to be that long. Oops. Okay, let me see. Ooh, that didn't sound bad now. Let me hear it again. Ooh, hold on. I was thinking I could have this lead into a final chord to kind of bring it to some kind of resolution, but I think it actually might sound better if I just go into the next part, leaving this unresolved. Maybe I can resolve it later. Like, maybe something like that later on? Maybe? Huh. I guess I'm cooking now. Let me repeat this part. Yeah, this part right here. Let me just repeat this whole part. I'm gonna do the same with the drums. I might add in some variation, but let me just repeat it for now. No, let us see. That might not be high enough. No, it's not high enough. I went really high with the chords. I wonder if other pieces of music have done this. Yeah, that sounds good. This could probably work well as an intro. I could probably use like this or a variation of this for the outro. Yeah, that doesn't sound bad. And weirdly, I think it does kind of suit the game that I don't think I mentioned this. I actually did play the demo of Symbiote before I started working on this. I think it actually is kind of fitting. I mean, in its own sort of way. Let's see, gotta plug in my computer real fast. As long as me plugging in the computer didn't interrupt the recording. Wait, now that I think about it, did. Okay, OBS picked everything up. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I should probably save. Yeah, save that. Let's see. I think I want to bring in a bass line. Maybe I can have adding in a bass line be the difference between like the first time this part plays and the second time. Maybe bring in a bass. I'm not sure if the OBS picked up me or my mic picked up me cracking my knuckles just now. But yeah, this is what I do when I'm getting ready for anything. I don't have a face cam on right now, but I'm just getting up and moving around a little bit. Just because I definitely don't want to slow down now. I think I'm actually making something that sounds pretty good right now. I want to keep that momentum. And I'm talking too, just to keep my mind going. I'm going to be recording for quite a while because I kind of uh, waited a little too long to start working on this. Oof. stretching, moving around some. Yeah. I have a slight headache right now. But that's it hasn't stopped me so far, though. I can't put this off any longer, so I'm just gonna have to just deal with that tiny bit of pain it's causing me right now. But anyway, let's see. Base. Booms. Okay. Let's see here. Boom. Let's see. This is it. I think this first one sounds kind of good. What was that one too? That one too. Hold up, but I'm just gonna open up this one. Okay, just not gonna overthink this. Let's see. Wrong thing. There you go. If I must reiterate yet again, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm probably gonna stop saying that. Clearly, I have some idea what I'm doing because I've made something that sounds this good so far. So I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna ignore that thought that's going on in my head. If I change that to maybe I can do that instead. Actually, let me check the mixer on this part, because this part's getting kind of loud. Huh. Alright. I didn't even pay attention to the BPM either. I mean, I can't really change it now. I've gotten this far with that same BPM. If I try to change it now, it's gonna mess with the whole thing. Why is the time so weird? Oh yeah, it's because the BPM is weird. Where do I want to take this? I'm kind of drawing a blank as to what I want any kind of B section to sound like. Let me listen again. I think. I should probably save again, shouldn't I? Okay. Uh, okay, let's see here. I feel like I should definitely change up that drum pattern as I'm going into this next section. Let's see here. Actually, I think I have an idea. Let's see where this goes. Right, alright. Yeah, I'm kind of losing momentum here. I've gotten to the point already in this piece. I've been working on this for like about an hour already. Um, I can't remember. Yeah, it's been an hour since I started recording. And in an hour I've already gotten to the part where like I would normally kind of take a break when working on any other piece, but I'm going to keep going here. In fact, I don't think as of now I can afford to take a break. I've put this on for I've put this off for way too long, so I'm just gonna keep going anyway. And besides, I think this is starting to sound kind of good. Maybe some variation will help here. I think I have an idea too for what I want to do with the drums. Let me just go ahead and try it before it slips away. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 All right. Yes. 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 All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see here. Oops. Wrong octave. This is turning out really, really good, and I have no idea how. Or maybe, maybe I kind of want that contrast with the sudden silence. Maybe, wait, what if, okay, let me listen to this without the bass. With the bass. I don't know. Or maybe I could have it repeat and then have the bass play the second time. There we go. Quick little compromise. Just because when I don't know what to do, then I lose my momentum, and then nothing gets done. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to undo that. Yeah, but as I was saying before, I put this off for quite a while. You ever tell yourself that you have plenty of time to do something, so you don't really worry about it, and then you blink, and then you have barely any time? Yeah, that happened to me this week. I said on Saturday that I was going to get this done this week. I blinked and now it's Friday night. Yeah, I'm recording this on Friday night, 6 days later. That is. Yeah, word of advice, uh, don't do that. That is the. I'm after this. I'm never going to tell myself I have plenty of time ever again. Uh, I am. Wait, hold on. Wonder if there's any kind of any kind of variation I can make here. Yeah, maybe here I can make some variation. Mm, huh, that might work. Yeah, that works to make variation. All right. And as I've said, I'm going to move this base. I'm going to move this base to this area over here. Here we go. Oh yeah, I should probably copy over the drum pattern too. Is OBS still recording? Yeah, it is. Okay. I wonder if there's anything else I should add to this part. Wonder if I actually want any chords playing here. Maybe I could have it just chordless on this part. Or maybe there's like too stark of a contrast with the drums. Maybe I do want some kicks and snares on that part. Let me just listen again. Maybe I want to bring in drums like specifically on this last measure, because I actually do think that this works pretty well. I forget if there was any kind of like requirement for how long the piece needed to be. Hold on. I mean, OBS isn't picking this up, right? Okay. Yeah, so you guys won't be able to see this, but just going and looking real fast to see if there was any kind of length requirement. I'm pretty sure there wasn't. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't need to keep it under a certain time. Let's see. Let me 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 see. Where is it? Where is it? What is it? Give me a second. I do believe it was in here. Where is it? Where is it? I'm scrolling down really far. You know what? I think it's. No, no. I should see the whole thing. I should see the whole thing. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Same. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's nothing written here. Okay, I just wanted to confirm. In fact, I'm gonna keep that open just in case I need to look at it again. Yeah. Anyway, back to the piece. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I probably just lost momentum by doing that. But anyway. this last measure specifically, there should be something else happening with the drums. I'm just doing something completely random right now. Let's see how that sounds. Holy crap. Yeah, I have no idea what I did here, but it sounds pretty good. I guess I can repeat I mean, it's going to be kind of a short section if I repeat it. If I just repeat this A section again. But I'm going to try it anyway. See what comes of it. Yes. I'm going to save again. Yes, I was the type of kid to save immediately after an autosave because I didn't trust it. Stretching, tactical stretch, tactical stretch, tactical stretch. Yes. Yes, I like that. All right, hold on. I guess I could still add like some kind of variation, like from this first section, just to differentiate it. Maybe I'm doing an unnecessary amount of work copying and pasting this the way I'm doing it now, but I wouldn't know because I don't really have I don't have a great understanding of FL Studio as of now. Or I should say I don't have like a super uh like experienced understand. I'm not a seasoned FL Studio user. I would call myself like I've used other software for making music in the past. Okay, let me do this. Okay, there's got to be a faster way to do this, surely. But as I've said, I wouldn't know. Crap, what did I do? Hate it when that happens. Uh, Tactically hugging my Ralsei plush and tactical petting my Ralsei plush. You guys can't see any of this because I don't have any kind of face cam active right now, but rest assured I do have a Ralsei plush and I am hugging him right now and I am cherishing him. And playing with his little scarf. Right. Anyway, see here. If I play from the beginning again, I might have a ooh. I said earlier that I could have the chords resolve at some point. Yeah, that's what I might want to do after this. Yeah. Hmm. I could do something with I could do something different with the bass right here. Maybe I could walk up the scale. Okay, maybe two at a time. How does that sound? Let's see. See, so what chord could I put here? That sounds like it resolves instead of remaining unresolved. Maybe if I just go one higher. Wait, what chord is this? What chord did I just put down? I have no idea. Hold on, hold on. What if I solo this? Mm, this could work. This could work. Yeah, I can use a different chord or rhythm here. That doesn't sound right. I don't think that's gonna sound right either. Okay, why do I keep starting it right there? Okay. Let's see here. Mhm. Then what if I do? Mm, yeah, hold on. Oops. Oops, 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 oopsie daisies. What then I can do? Yes, yes, yes. Then I do this. Just okay, I'm just putting the roots of those chords there. Down one. And let me start from there. Oh, I just thought of something. I haven't used a single power chord yet. Oh, whatever. I'll keep going. If I want to add if I want to add one in at some point, I will. Let's see. Okay, not sure what exactly I'm doing with the chords here. Maybe I'll just write another section that goes off of these chords. I don't know. I kind of got caught up in the moment trying to figure out where the chords are gonna go. But I guess I can just roll with this. I'm just not sure what to do now. Ooh, I could do a little bit of this. I can bring these back in. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how this sounds. Let me bring in some drums here. Um, that's a preset. That's a crash. I could bring in some halftime drums here. I wonder what happens if I do this. I just want to test this. Ugh, no. Not what I was expecting, and that's not what I want. Okay. Maybe I can add some of these in. Not sure about those. Not sure about those. I don't even know what the name of that sound is, to be honest with you. I said this before, I don't know a lot about drums. Ooh. Working. Okay, not sure if you guys were able to hear that. I just got an emergency alert. Okay, kind of lost my train of thought for a second. Kind of slowing down here, and I do not like that. I might need to get up again. Oof, okay, alright. Gotta get up again. Gotta get moving again. I'm not gonna lose my groove here. Not sure if you could hear that. That was the sound of me crushing a water bottle. I will continue this. I will keep going. And I will not stop. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, my head hurts. My head hurts. Maybe I shouldn't have gone that hard. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's see here. So, yes, still recording. It's still recording, okay. Alright. mean, those F notes technically aren't part of the key, but let me. Do those necessarily sound bad? I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if I want to change these whole four measures. Maybe I want to bring these back down and only change like two of these. And then I'll test changing these to F sharp. Let's see what that does. I might try doing something in these last two measures. How about I do this? I kind of stretch these out. And this is kind of me, uh, kind of. I'm not sure if that'll sound good, but I'll try it anyway. Kind of like how I'm not sure if this sounds good. Yeah, that sounds weird. Maybe this will sound better. Yeah, actually, hold on. Maybe changing one note was all I needed. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that part. If I listen to this whole part again. I want to bring in the bass on that second part. I don't like that. Keep them as E. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. And ooh, I did not mean to put those there. I'll leave them there, actually. Maybe they're a happy little accident. Yeah, I think I kind of like that base there. Now, where do I take it from here? Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm not going to forget to save. Where do I want to take the piece from here? That is a very good question. Guess it's time to listen to the whole thing again. Really? You know what? What would happen if I just had silence on this part? What if I just had no sound from the guitar on that part? That makes quite a bit of contrast, doesn't it? I mean, listen again. Or maybe I could have just one really long note. Hmm. But like, where do I go from here? Where do I go? That is a very good question. Where do I go from here? Where do I go now? Wait, didn't I say I was gonna add some variation to the melody on this part? Maybe that'll do. Yeah, that works. That definitely works. Yep. Maybe for the ending, I can repeat the main motif again, but on piano. Maybe that'll sound pretty cool. I mean, even if it doesn't play in game, like having the piece end that way might actually be pretty cool. And maybe I can have it fade out like that too. You know what I'm talking about? Wait, did I miss the last note? I could just put it there because it's the same. But yeah, I did miss the last note. Oops. I do not want to stretch that. FL Studio, man. Then I could have it fade out here. Have like a sort of volume automation. Maybe it's here that I should do that. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong thing, didn't I? Yeah. Just in case things go wrong here, I'm going to save. Okay, just wanted to make sure it can be seen in OBS. And maybe I should turn off Snap to Grid for this. Let's see here. It's probably not going to be pretty, but it should do the job. See, could have something of a fade out here. I'll actually do have it go all the way down, but maybe it could be a little sharper going down. But let me hear it like that first. I think that works pretty well. I mean, let me listen to the whole thing again. I think this is really good. I threw this all together in a little over 2 hours. um, I mean, I'm not sure if I want to call it final at this point, but I mean, composition wise, it's in a pretty good spot right now, I think. I mean, I'll get some feedback um with the way that it is right now. And at this point, I think my best course of action is to get some sleep. Yeah, I haven't gotten a lot of sleep lately. Um, so I think I'm going to share this uh in the community and get some feedback. Uh, and then I'm just gonna go to bed. There's there's a job well done, I'd say. So I guess that's it for tonight.